The Lyrians arrived at an ancient, half-desiccated beach. Its trunk sat atop a tangle of thick roots, and scraps of paper covered with tiny scribblings fluttered over it from top to bottom. Travelers crowded all around. Barefoot refugees, bony pilgrims, peddlers with armored escorts, and shifty-eyed men with the haggard look of deserters.
The Wayfarer's Beach,
Rayla said.
Travelers of all sorts swap tales here. Perhaps we can glean something about our enemy's movements.
Or paint the enemy a clear picture of our own.
Gascon interrupted.
Nilfgaardian spies no doubt flock to this tree like flies to particularly pungent dung.
I don't see why it would...
Disregarding matters of status and station, Meve personally asked the travelers for the latest news. They soon transformed from terse to talkative, sharing tales of an elven bandit named Eldane, a Nilfgaardian general called Frighev who murdered an entire village, and a sorceress who cured any ailment for a few coppers. Then a blood-curdling scream put a halt to the gossip. Meve's soldiers had begun to quarrel with the merchant's guards, one of whom now lay dead on the ground, his throat a gaping wound.
The filth besmirched your honor, your grace. Said you took tail and ran from Lyria like a belted bitch.
The travelers were unmoved by this explanation. They demanded the Lyrian soldier be punished according to Eden's laws, by chopping off the hand that dealt the fatal blow.
I mean, no, look, I appreciate that the soldier was defending me, my honor, but like, the guy had no business killing a man just because the man thought I'm a coward, even though I'm not. That's a whole deal. No, yeah, soldier, I'm sorry, man, but you're getting punished for killing a man out of nowhere.
With a heavy heart, Meve decided the soldier would have to be punished. Reynard silently drew his sword from its scabbard.
No. I shall do it,
Meve said, in a tone that left no room for discussion.
Soldier, you sought to defend my honor. For that I praise you. But you committed murder. For that, I must punish you as called for by this land's customs.
Tears streaming down his face, the foot soldier rolled up his sleeve and placed his arm upon a tree stump.
Hate me for that.
Meve took a deep breath and raised her sword. A terrified scream filled the woods. The travelers gained newfound respect for Meve. Though far from rich, they passed a cap and presented the Queen a handful of coins to show gratitude for upholding their laws.
Buddy,
As for her Lyrians, they marched away from the Wayfarer's Beach in somber silence.
Defend my honor all you want, but don't just kill a person because they insulted me. Like, please. Please. Warning. Read, all lettered folk, and pass it on to your unlearned brethren. Elves hold the Molder Wood and prey on travelers. If you've got to journey to Aldersburg, move not but at night, and then only in bunches. By no means go near the willow growing near the edge of the woods. May the gods watch over you. So you mean we're going near the willow growing near the edge of the woods?
Your Grace.
Meve heard Reynard call out from behind her.
A scout's returned. Claims to bear an urgent message.
The Queen halted her horse and waited for the soldier to reach her. He abandoned all formalities and jumped straight to the point.
Milady, a black-clad caravan, armed to the hilt, rides this way. To believe the rumours, they're hauling a load of war loot back south.
Reynard gave the soldier new orders, then turned to Meve.
Sounds like a prime opportunity to replenish our coffers.
But, like... Okay, so we're fighting against the Nilfgaardians. That much is clear. But, like... Are we the type of people that are just gonna... attack shit to attack shit? Oh, fine,
Indeed.
let's do it.
An opportunity we cannot ignore.
I don't know
The
how
Queen
I feel
said.
about this.
Your unit will block their
but
path.
We'll do it.
Gascon and his men will hide in the woods and strike their flanks, while I shut the trap, attacking from behind.
Their plan established, Meve gave the signal to move out. A brief moment later, the fight began.
We'll see what happens. Shortened battle, at least. Hit expose the trap. It's not even a custom deck.
We must drive them into the ambush! Follow me!
Expose the trap. Okay.
This harvest will be
What are
reaping
you gonna be
black-clad
playing?
heads.
Order!
Damage an enemy by 2 whenever an ally appears, gain 1 charge. Okay.
My spirit's willing and how,
Good
but
charge, right?
these damn
No, an
boots are
ally.
killing me.
Oh no, he's got one.
Life is mine now.
Oh. Ooh, I see. That makes sense. Like, I'm tempted to fire, but I almost don't want to fire this because of this. You know? Or I could just get both from here.
The Demavent!
I could just do both fire. Expose the trap. These guys suck. Here, let's fire. Jesus Christ. Oh.
This could hurt. Watch your heads! Wise choice.
Oh my god. Okay. Eve, go for the 7s because I hate them. I hate them so much. What is your deal? Oh, it's the order ability. Let's go for the 15s. God, it did not. Low-key hate. Let's mark that one. Exposed that it was the trap the caravan? I don't know. You know
Off to the front yet again.
I'm just gonna let this play out. Hopefully we can. Go ahead and mark another. It's only got 1 card left.
Quiet! Or the commissar will hear.
Okay. I have to get 35. I need 35.
Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon.
Now I only need 15. Not even. We're at a tie. Y'all, we're at a tie. I mean, honestly. That's a spy. What if I just, like...
Tell me you
medic
jest.
And we're scorching?
Catch!
Or fire!
The caravan is ours, milady.
Victory.
Their plan ended in success, the Nilfgaardians crushed. As soon as the dust had settled, Meve tore the canvas off the nearby wagons to see what precious loot they had so carefully guarded. She expected to find gold, jewels, or exquisite silks. Instead, she saw dirty, terrified figures bound in chains.
Slaves.
Reynard muttered.
Their precious cargo. Slaves. Behold the glorious future the Empire brings us.
Meave ordered the prisoners freed and discovered they were Edirnian peasants on their way to dig canals and dredge swamps as forced laborers.
You are free. You can return to your homes.
The Queen said. If she expected words of thanks and gratitude, she was in for a disappointment.
I regret nothing.
What homes, my lady?
Asked one of the
regret
peasants,
nothing.
holding back tears.
Took our land, they did. Nothing we have now. Not a rag to wear, not a crumb to eat. Leave us, we die. Soldiers don't do us in, monsters will. Assuming hunger and cold don't get us first.
The Queen was about to answer when she heard Gascon, standing behind her, whisper,
Before you make any rash promises, please, some maths. Dozens of hungry mouths to feed, and weak bodies to defend, twice as many tired legs to wait for, while war rages all around. You do realise you cannot save everyone.
I understand, Gaston. Like, what's the... I wish I knew what the long-term consequence was of having them stay with us, but also, like, I don't know. Like, I want to take them back with me, but also they're not, they've kind of given up, so, like, I don't know if, like, insisting that they come with me is something that they would resent me for later.
As you see, my numbers are few.
the Queen began.
I don't know.
Hearing her tone, the former slaves knew all hope was lost. Seeing the despair on their faces, Meave's voice wavered for a moment.
And our coffers are bare. I am sorry. We cannot help you.
Meave left food for the peasants freed from the Nilfgaardian wagons. She estimated it would last them 3 or 4 days. After that, they would be a problem that was not the Queen of Lyria's to solve.
Damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. If I had, I don't know, if they had been more obvious about, like, whatever. Story.
What,
No, I
what
don't mind
happened
that you
here?
talk about her, like, talk about her as much as you want, like, having this friendship with
Sadly,
her
it was
making you
Rayla who
really
met with
happy.
surprise.
I love that for you.
100-yard gap gaped
Please
in the
talk about what makes you
unbreachable
happy. Here
walls
for
of
it.
Rosberg. The fortress itself was aflame, spewing black smoke into the sky.
I don't... How? It can't be!
There was no time to consider her question, for Nilfgaardian scouts had spotted Meave's company.
I'm not
The
surprised by
Queen
this
knew
at all.
battle was inevitable, so she gave the signal to form a defensive line, then drew her blade.
Okay. Here we go.
Your Grace, Nilfgaardian fighters remain in the city.
After 4 turns, on turn start, summon reserve units. Every turn on turn start, reduce timer by 1. When timer expires, draw cards until your units are full. So. But, LOL. So this is funny.
Bigger
What
they
happens
are,
if I do
easier
this?
they are to target.
Of course, as you wish, master.
That was really amusing. Okay, deploy spawn a random potion into your hand. Well, this is weird because this is only a one-shot battle. Like, so what? Huh. Since I have your chat and the Discord call open, I'm probably gonna type a message supposed to go here. The call chat, she'll be like, what are you talking to me about? One day.
Yeah, yeah!
One day the wrong chat will be sent.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Strength and all copies of
Bloody
this game in your
Horsons.
deck.
They'll pay for this.
Oh, okay. They'll pay for this, sure. They will pay. Yeah, absolutely they will pay. Let's... Might as well...
Watch your heads!
Might as well.
Scheiß! In! Zwei!
They're both 10s. Okay. What if I
Thing about slings, they hide well.
swap those around a little bit? Can you use Reeve's ability next turn if I...
Off to the front yet again.
That might be nice, actually. Knock them down a peg. And what if I put Rayla?
You'll never take me alive!
Rayla's feeling fired up, so...
I refuse to believe it. The king could not have died here.
The king very well might have died here, Rayla. I think we have to accept that. I really think we gotta accept that. Okay, so we have to do some damage. I'm gonna go other fire.
Catch!
And then... this guy. 1, 2, 3.
Quiet! What else are we here?
Okay. I think I'm gonna decoy Rayla. Take your hope to save if that happens. Well, I mean, it depends on what you say, you know? Because if you just, like, say something in response to the game, and she's like, what? And then you can just be like, oh, like, I have a Twitch stream up and I meant to, like, chat about the game. But, like, if it's something else, it's, like, super dependent on what you say. One more turn until we can use Meeve's ability. They've got one more turn. Hard and 3 turns.
I'll fight to my last breath.
Okay, we're tied points-wise. Not anymore. What is that? Damage on it? Ooh! Ah. Rude. Rude. Fine, sir.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
I'm gonna Meeve. And I'm also gonna...
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
I'm just gonna knock those turn and pass.
Watch for Demoven's banners!
I think we're good.
If he's here, we must find him!
Alright, we did it. We continue with the
The
main
Lyrians met one note of luck in this song of woe. Rosberg had fallen, yes, but the Nilfgaardians, not expecting reinforcements from the south, had stationed only a small detachment to hold it. Meave led her men to victory and retook the fortress. Or rather, what was left of it. What they did not demolish during their assault, the Nilfgaardians burnt once inside the city. Countless charred corpses of both defenders and peasants seeking shelter from the invaders lay among the blackened ruins. Some had tried to shield their children from the fire with their own bodies.
Oof.
To no avail.
Gods be damned!
The Queen cried, pounding her fist against the wall. Meave was about to give the order to move on when she caught a stifled whimper coming from a pile of rubble. Her soldiers ran to the rescue, their bare hands digging through the fiery bricks.
Here! He's alive!
The man they pulled from the ruins had suffered horrible burns. His face was a stew of seared flesh and pus-filled boils, and he reeked of burnt meat.
Oh my
Seeing
God.
Black Railer, the poor soul staggered to his feet and lifted a shaking hand in salute.
Engineer Lieutenant Xavier Lemons, reporting for duty.
Oh,
Medic.
buddy.
Send for a medic!
Oh,
Lemons!
sir.
What the devil's happened?
I know not. The East Tower, I led the defense. Heating oil to tan Nilfgaardian hides. A catapult struck. The cauldron tipped, burst into flames. The rest, I cannot say.
The fortress fell.
Fell? Damned Scoia'tael.
Uh-huh.
And like that's the information I need. He's like,
Yeah.
well, sucks to be you because I calculated this using a population estimate because I want the rate, not the actual number. I don't know how many each individual fish produces. He's like, sucks to be you because I calculated this number using a population estimate, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. And like, he cites his own document 4 times, literally 4 times the same document, and the document doesn't exist. And I hate him. I hate him with every fiber of my being. Fucking eat my ass, Steven Stearns.
I'm so sorry.
So bad. That's like the one thing I needed from that paper. And he fucking is like, fuck you.
We hate Steven Stearns in this household. Normally I mute the mic when Trent comes in because he's just asking me random shit about like dinner or something, but that he was ranting about a scientist. It was so good. Oh god.
What was that?
Our preparations were perfect. A month, 2 we could have lasted, but traitors were among us. Elves, dwarves.
Not the traitors.
Planted charges on the buttresses. An explosion shook the tower, a hole gaped in the wall. Our men threw themselves in, filling the breach.
Vermin, filthy, rotten vermin. Vermin!
I know you suffer, soldier, but Queen Maeve wishes to meet with your sovereign, Demavend. We must know what's become of him.
Gone, luckily.
Okay,
He oversaw
so
the
Demavend is
preparations,
fine.
then returned to Aldersburg. 3 days past.
Then let us do the same. Reynard, prepare our departure.
Hold your grace. Did anyone survive? Anyone at all?
Doesn't seem like it, fam. I mean, they might have taken
The
prisoners,
Nilfgaardians might
IDK.
have taken prisoners. There's hope.
I guess.
How could they? An entire detachment? An
I don't
entire
know,
city?
maybe it's possible.
The animals.
Soldier,
Maybe.
my medics will tend to you as best they can. Then we can escort you home if...
This is my home, your grace.
Oh.
Rosberg.
Sorry,
I beg you.
Xavier.
Let me join your company. Let me exact revenge.
I respect your fighting spirit, good man. But in your state...
Your grace, I can hold neither shield nor sword, but I can
Does
still
this mean I get a
fight
card?
in my own way.
If I get a card,
I'm an engineer. I build siege towers, ballistae, bridges,
Can you add to my
whatever you
camp?
wish. I pray,
Can you add
grant
to
me
my
a chance.
Such pain, such ferocity resounded in Xavier's rasping, distorted
Oh, so we
voice
just get him. I don't
that
even have to
Maeve could
choose.
not refuse his plea. Once the medics had
fair
bandaged
enough.
his wounds, Maeve's men set out towards Aldersburg, following Demavend and the Nilfgaardians. At one point in their journey, Black Railer rode up next to Maeve. The warrior's lips were a
Rayla
thin line,
is
bitten to
upset.
blood.
Xavier Lemons. We've got him.
Milady, the road to
We've
Aldersburg
got
leads through Moulderwood, where Eldane's Scoia'tael prowl. Same filth who killed my men and delivered Rossburg to the Black Butchers.
Rayla breathed deeply to steady her furious, shaking voice.
Please, my lady, I ask you upon the holies, let us find them and destroy them.
Meve gave a slight nod. It seemed the road to Aldersburg would prove long and full of challenges.
We have good morale. We've continued the story. There's ass tons of map to go. I'm on a hecking roll when it comes to battles. I think I'm actually gonna stop early. Cause I'm like feeling good about this little bit of progress. Let's see, today I got kill 9 enemies simultaneously. And I got obtain 10 trinkets. And I got gather 5,000 wood throughout the game. Fair enough. Fair enough. Enjoy your night. I will catch you later. Bye.